Okay, so this is gonna be a two-part episode, probably, cause I read like a third or a quarter of it, and that took like 10 minutes. So this might be a three-part episode actually. Yugioh. 5D's really breakers. I still remember the day around the Yugioh. The day that I'd gone onto eBay, and around that time a game not set for US release was coming out in Japan. So what I needed was a Japanese system. I'm terrible at modding things, so I don't even try. Going to the best site that I can come up with. eBay went online to find good priced Japanese wheat. As I went through the auctions, everything seemed to be a bit too pricey to me until I came across one that came across my eyes, one that piqued my interest. What I came across was a little more expensive, an estimate of three-fourths more, if I recall, more than the cheapest I had come across, along with the two Wiimotes, a nunchuck, a classic controller, and 20 plus games, most that I couldn't make out as they were strewn about. No, like anyone else, I was suspicious as I checked out his profile. Then said he had 100% positive feedback. Thinking back now, I shouldn't have done it, but I remembered leaning back in my chair, thinking it over. It sounds a little fishy, I said to myself, but in the end, curiosity won over me. I went over to my funds to check if I had any of the waste, seeing that I did. I went back to my computer and went to the action. Oddly, I was the only one bidding, despite the time being almost up. Winning the auction, I proceeded to the checkout, and after that, all that was left was to play the waiting game. I always lost that dang game. A couple of days had gone by, and as I went to my email to clean out spam, I noticed an email from my auctioneer, which is odd. I don't usually get that from many people. I opened up and began to read to X X6 X X X X X X. Thank you for buying my product. I have been waiting to get rid of it for a long time. I've been putting it up quite a few times and no one wanted it. Thanks once again from XXXXXXX. As I read that, I thought it was weird. I kept asking myself, why would anyone pass up such a great deal when someone had sent such a great background? Then it passed as I thought, well, they're lost. After a week, the UPS started calling me driveway, and I came out and received my package. Upon opening the first box, it seemed very weird. In the box was a smaller box, more than likely with one holding the Wii and the other holding the games. It's not that I was weird. It's just that I wasn't expecting it. Opening one. Opening one of the inner boxes, I found the system itself. Taking a quick look. Taking a quick look over, it seemed to be in near perfect condition, with a couple of smudges and a scratch, nothing that I couldn't fix. Opening the second box, what I saw was that really took my breath away and shocked. In the box were the 20 plus games that were promised, but more than half of them were still in the original packaging plastic. Picking up a couple of games, I carefully looked them over as I thought they were brand new, still in the seal. Looking at the pile of games that were in the small box, I had a real bad feeling. For some reason, looking at the games, I saw a couple I already had that I had wanted but never bought. Going down the list, one game caught my attention: Yugioh 5D's Wheelie Breakers. I usually recognized it as that I already had in liquor for some reason. I was looking over it a few times. Why, I don't know. I figured it was the lightning book I appear with him. It just always caught my eye. Afraid of some kind of mistake, I had tried to email my auctioneer to XXXXXXX. Hey XXXXXX. If you remember a week ago, I had ordered some stuff from you from eBay. Now I'm not disappointed with my purchase, but there seems to be a mistake. I had ordered used games from you, but I think you may have sent me some new games. It just feels like that is from XXXXX. One more sec. A week went by, but after sending many messages and receiving no replies, I gave up. So taking out the games I began playing, a few weeks had gone by, and I was playing numerous hours on the week. Getting bored, I got up to switch out games while going through the box to look for another game. That game once again caught my attention, picking up Wheelie Breakers. Even though I played the English version, I finally decided to play it. Okay, so everyone, skip it by like 2 minutes and see if I'm back, because I'm getting a drink of water because my throat is scratchy. I hope it took about 2 minutes. Ooh, that took a little more than 2 minutes to get some water. Well, we're continuing. So, yeah. I think I said 2 minutes, not 1 minute. Then I would have undershot it by over a minute. Okay, looking over the game itself, the disc was probably the best condition of all the used games. I knew people didn't like the game. But come on, booting up the game, I came across the press a button menu. At this time, it was strange. Out of all the games, this was the only one without a save file on the system. To start a new game, I used my name from English version, Breaker. Playing the game, it was how it was when you usually play this game, completing both sides of the story mode. I worked my way up through the customs as I moved on the cards in the shop. I began to buy them in order to make my day. Everyone knows collecting 3 of every card would make it so that it would sell out. You only have 3 of each card in your decks. So yeah, around 3 of every card. Made them sold out. So I decided to make all the cards sold out. Officially completing the game. This took me a couple of months to do that. Maxing out DP as well. Because I was finished with it, I wanted to do something big that I've never done before. I came up with an idea: beat both paths of story mode and complete all 4 cups. All within one setting to finally beat the game. Upon completing the credit of the fortune cup, something came up that I didn't expect. A message came up, like those that would pop up for when cards would unlock in the shop. I couldn't read Japanese, but I recognized one symbol before. I found that weird. I pressed A in order to continue. Everything faded to black as usual. As I was getting up to turn the game off, the screen faded back to normal. Instead of it going to the main menu, my character wasn't at the starting line of a race. As this had never happened before. I sat down and waited for the starting countdown. A few seconds had gone by, and nothing. So I took the controller. Boron, I began riding off, passing the starting line. I noticed something immediately. My screen was nearly blank, and I looked over the screen, and the icon that showed my life points wasn't there, and the icon that showed my deck was also missing, along with my hand. The only thing that was there was the map and the lab number, but instead all it showed was 1 dash with no indication of the number of labs needed. Well, that's part 1 of this video, since we're almost nearing 15 minutes, which is the maximum I can have for a video. Bye. Bye.